Hey inklets, it's Adele from Let's Get Inkie, and today I'm drawing inspiration from that art journal page that I've made previously to do something a bit different. So I'm making two mixed media canvases here, and I don't know the exact size of them, but I'm guessing it's about 30, maybe it's either 30 by 40 centimeters or 40 by 50, something like that. And I made these two mixed media canvases for giveaways for a competition at two different scrapbooking crops that my friends were doing. So I thought it would be really fun to kind of show you how I drew inspiration from an art journal page that I've already done to create something off the page. And I'm making two canvases at the same time. So you can see in the bottom right hand corner, this is number one, and then number two will have number two. So you can kind of keep track. They are basically the same, well, they're the exact same technique, but they work out a little bit different. I can slightly tell a difference between them. But I thought it'd be interesting to show how you can kind of do things in bulk. If you want to do gifts for people, this would be a great idea to do. If you wanted to make something and make two of them at the same time, I found it was a really easy way to get two projects finished rather than doing one start to finish and then doing the next one start to finish. So what I'm doing here is I'm using some matte gel medium, and I'm just sticking down some collage-y papers. So there's some old planner pages, there's notebook pages, book pages, and I'm just using a really thick paintbrush and a old card thingy to stick all of that down. So this is a great way to use up those pretty paper scraps and create your background without starting with paint first. So this video series, it took me, I think it took about 2.5 hours. I think there was about 2.5 to 3 hours of footage raw. So I decided to split it into 3 parts. So you'll get a part every week for the next 3 weeks. So this is part 1. And this is laying a lot of the groundwork. So like I said, just trying to fill in as many big spots as I can. I'm not filling in every tiny little spot because I will do some painting and stamping and stenciling and modeling pasting, and oh boy, we go cray on these canvases. So let me know in the comments below, have you ever tried a mixed media canvas rather than just in your art journal book? This was the second, I think this is only the second time that I've done something like this. The first one I did over on my main channel, Inkie Quill, for the 12 Days of Christmas Presents series that I did back in 2015. But this is the first time that it's the first time I've done two at the same time, that's for sure. So now I'm just using some clear gesso, or is it white? I think it's white. Yes, I think it is white. Just some white gesso, because some of these papers were very thin, and I knew that I was going to be doing a lot of work over the top of them with inks and paints and things, and I didn't want the paper to soak in too much of that colour, and I wanted the colours to kind of stand out. No, it was clear. I did use clear. There you go. So now I'm just adding a little bit of white gesso. And the reason why I did the clear gesso first, because I knew that I could cover the whole thing with white gesso. And now I'm doing the white gesso because I like adding extra steps for myself, apparently. And I didn't know if I was going to cover the entire canvas with the white, or if I was just going to do the centerpiece just to kind of dull down some of those colors a little bit so it's not as bright and in your face. You could do this same thing with white acrylic paint. Just water it down a little bit, and I think I'm just using a baby wipe just to smoosh that everywhere. It's very handy to have a heat gun or a hairdryer if you're doing this technique. For this next part, I actually just traced the face that I already drew in my art journal, and I just traced it onto some baking paper, and then you flip it over, put some lead on the other side, flip it back, and you can trace over the top, and it does it perfectly, and you don't have to worry if you're... I don't think I was in a drawing mood this day, which is fine. Sometimes we're not in drawing moods. That's okay. So I thought that I'd cheat a little bit and have the face work out properly, because if I couldn't get the face right, that was going to drive me crazy. So I store all my stencils in a display folder, which is a lifesaver. If you're looking for a way to store your stencils, I really recommend trying to do it in a plastic sleeve system. It's so easy to see what you've got, and I group like stencils together. So I should also add, this video was recorded a year ago and I'm only just getting it up now because I thought I'd lost it, and it was hidden on a sneaky different hard drive. So not my usual hard drive that I use. I don't know how it ended up there, but it did. So yes, so this is on my older camera and it is about a year old. So I'm adding now some modeling paste using a spatula through this stencil, and I think people always ask where I get this stencil from, and I never know, but someone remembers usually in the comments. I think it is it's not Memory Box. Oh, there's my little friend keeping me company. That's Poppet, if you haven't met Poppet yet. I don't know where that first flower stencil is from, I'm sorry. This one's an Amy Tan one that came in a little pack. And the idea is to have this girl with these long flowing locks that are just all flowers and beautiful colours. And it was so fun to make, it really was. I like to use the Liquitex modelling paste. I find it's a good thickness. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It's the Goldilocks of the modelling paste world for me. But you can always try and pick up modelling paste from your local craft supply store. Maybe just get a small container just to start off with. There's also recipes online to make your own. I just prefer to buy the Liquitex one because I know it works, and I know what I'm going to get, if that makes sense. Knowing my luck, I would totally mess up the recipe if I was making it myself. So I'm just adding these little leaves. I think these are, where are these ones from? I don't know where these ones are from either. Maybe hiiiii Swap? Yes. So stay tuned for the next video where we add some colour, and I'll see you next time. Bye!